All right, here we are, Saturday afternoon. The rub for a couple of hours, then a little break, and then, of course, we got the big one. Sydney and Collingwood from the SCG, but I'm looking around
Yes, Jimmy boy, here it is, Jimmy boy. We are joining Rui.
No.
Come on, sing it. Remember that in 09? We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. Damo, if you can see the screen. Bernie, join in, Bernie. Sing it once and all. Should be played
and all. Not even the words.
Rui! Our banners flying high. From dawn to dark.
That'll do, Rosie.
Down at Cardinia Park.
The hard yak of McDonald's and Ream hot water. Sadly, this is what we've got to put up with, Rui, for another week.
IGA,
Were you...
where we all meet in the store and get on it.
What were you just doing out there? Why were there
what
cameras
was
out there?
Oh, I didn't think it'd start so early, but on the doorstep when I walk out of my house, and then they're here when I come to work.
Well,
I just want to
if you're
talk.
going to do that sort of crap,
That was
why
extraordinary.
wouldn't you do it out in the street where none of
Yeah.
us have to
So
do it?
you guys
And
could see it.
Maybe
Yeah.
somewhere where you didn't actually have to climb over a couch to be able to go anywhere within the studio.
I feel a bit of jealousy.
So what we're talking about, Bern, is the Channel 7 crew came in. And I would have thought, poor old Jade Vincent, who has woken up on a Saturday thinking, I've got a good day's work ahead.
Yep.
She then gets assigned her first job, go and interview Billy Brownless after a Geelong prelim final win.
A pissed
It doesn't get
former
worse than that for
player
Juno.
idiot. Yeah.
You
So
know,
how's that going to go?
Mitch Cleary. I said, no, I'll go with Jade, Mitch.
Come on, man.
So, no, that's all good. It's all a bit of fun, and they like to talk to the former
Yeah,
greats.
no, a bit of fun.
Gary Ablett Senior was busy, or
Well, they all are.
Yeah.
Barry can't talk.
Barry Stone.
Tony
Buddha
can't
Hawking
talk.
couldn't.
How
Buddha,
far
you
down the
can't
pecking
speak.
order are you, do you think?
Well, I'm up the top because no one else can actually put four words together.
And you can't either.
Toby Besto, they couldn't latch on to Tobe.
Oh, I couldn't find him over wherever he is. He'd
What
be
about
eating.
Lurker?
Pickers?
Yeah.
Picks?
Any of them.
Lurker?
Any of the above.
Lurker?
I haven't seen him.
Spiro Malakalos, they could have latched on to any of them.
No, mate.
Lee Tudor.
Steve Hocking. Oh,
Yep.
hey, that is now a big tick to Stephen Hocking. Big tick. And to
Sharpen the
Chris
joint.
Scott. Can
Right
I just say that off the top? Because some former players and supporters thought they were too old and too slow.
I
at the
think
start
you
of
were
the
in
year.
that
You
camp
were
at one
in that
stage, Phil.
camp.
You
Yes,
said the
he
year
was.
is over, we're done, we need to...
No, I stood firm. I
No, you
said,
didn't.
in Hock we trust.
No.
In Scotty we trust. I was right behind him the whole way.
I like how he glossed over the fact that Bill said, I'm the only one of them that can actually
They can
talk.
speak. These are
That
his
just got
teammates.
through to the keeper without any sort
Oh,
of challenge.
Just because you said somebody, what was that thing you said before about the hammy? About Max Holmes's hammy?
Neural.
Neural. What is that?
Well, even I asked that.
Yeah.
A neural hammy, like it's a nervy hamstring rather than an actual
Gives
big
him
tear.
a chance of playing.
Burn knows. Burn's not
Yeah,
in his head.
tightness. Bit of
Not,
tightness.
not in the meat of the muscle, Bill.
It's just
I
nervy.
never heard a
So he
hamstring.
might get up.
Well,
now,
Steve
listen,
Saunders.
you know why he could? Because Steve Saunders is
Yes,
down there,
that's
John.
true. That is true. Ben knows him. Now, none of the Geelong Football Club's success
Yes.
has got anything to do with you. In fact, you are a handbrake to the success.
Go back in history.
Yeah, a long way
Yeah, we
back.
did.
And even then, you were a handbrake.
You lost 4 of them.
63?
You lost 4 of them.
I was
Did you lose
in
4?
I was born in 63
And?
Well, we won it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
But
was
you
part of
played in
that.
89, 92, 94,
Played a big
95, and you didn't win any of those 4.
No.
Second.
And then you teared it up in
Don't you say anything,
2007.
Rui.
Well, all I'll say is it's a cautionary tale. So
Yes.
when the Saints do get there,
Yes.
what not to do.
You've seen
What
it all.
not to do.
Exactly.
You
Make
be
it
front-
all about me.
Alpaca.
You better not get down there and they
Alpaca
sing.
will be out there.
Bill,
Interview
Bill,
me. What about me? Super
Bill, you
captain
better
and all
not.
that.
You better not get in the song
Oh, you-
when they win it.
yeah.
No, don't do anything stupid
Actually,
like that.
I'm going to do that next week. If they win, I'm putting on the jumper and I'm getting in. What about last night, poor old roaming Brian? No one in the rooms because of COVID. They had no parents, no one in there.
Low
So-
key sort of room.
Explain
wasn't it?
that to me. Like, so they're not allowed in the rooms, but then as soon as they leave the rooms, they're going to see the family members that weren't allowed in.
No, well, I
Was
think
that
it's
a hard
very.
and fast rule, or
Yes.
was that just their rule?
It's a
it's
cat's
their
rule.
rule.
That's
the cat's
their
rule.
rule.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah, I don't
You
mind it.
didn't like it, Jim, did you?
Well,
You
I
actually
just don't
said this on the
understand it.
broadcast last
Right.
night.
Because as soon as you exit, you're seeing the same family members that weren't allowed in.
But
They're
there's
all
also
high-fiving
hangers.
The
crowd.
cross-contamination, I think it is.
Is that what it is?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
I think they're thinking of everything. Again, that would have been
Well,
Hock.
You know what it is?
It would have been Hock.
You know what it is Hock would have said, I'm sorry to every single family member, but if I see that Nuff Bill Brownless in any of these rooms, so everyone's banned. You got them all thrown
Everyone's
out.
collateral because of you.
I was heading down there.
Oh,
I got towards the door and I saw Hock and just going to get a hot dog. Hock, I'm not going in.
Speaking of which, Joel Selwood joins us shortly.
superstar.
How good, by the way.
Yeah.
Sel.
Hey, what about when he just comes on and just gets involved?
Yeah.
Gets involved.
They've done a great job.
They
Like
have.
for Joel Selwood to have been sold the fact that, along with Paddy Dangerfield, that they're going to start on the bench and play
all that.
way less minutes, but he's delivered them to this point absolutely perfectly.
Yeah.
Like they are so perfectly raced, particularly Selwood and Dangerfield,
Yeah.
hitting their straps just at the right time.
Yeah,
It's
exactly
awesome.
right.
So he joins us. But look, we've it's got a nice assembly of people here. And what happens, Hose, I don't know if you've noticed, is it's a bit of a pile-on, the first segment.
I have noticed, and I love it.
You basically,
Has been for 20 years.
everyone gets in and you cop your right whack.
It's been a very straight start compared to last week.
Well,
Well,
we
yes.
just had to deal with Fat, who's, by the way, not long in. When did you get in last
Oh,
night?
no, the bot was open till about 2. Right. Just had to walk around the corner,
Right.
stagger home.
And then that was in
Stagger
for
home.
you.
I was with brother Blair, and he's two nuffy.
Oh, he's more of a nuffy than you.
And his two boys, they go up to the bot. The bloke goes, "No, mate, you don't look right. You three didn't let him in. Got banned. I had to go out and drag him in, mate.
You didn't say you don't look right.
Well, they don't. They're from
They don't
Tassie.
look right.
They're from Tassie.
No, they don't. Neither
That's
does
your
you
brother
or
and
your
nephews.
brother.
Yeah, that's him.
So, Rui, what happens is she's a pile on, everyone cops it, and it's it's ready and willing.
And we're not finished with Bill either, Jim.
Yeah,
on this
we
front,
are.
No,
Yeah.
we've
but I
got
think
some
you're
more
going to
for
move it
him
on
later.
to somewhere else.
Well, who we got now?
We've got some
We've got
more
someone
from him
else.
later.
Good.
But what we've noticed over the last little while is Bernard
Oh, no.
has lived in South Australia, has lurked over there, and has kept his head right down and has been immune.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I think is poor.
He thinks he's got away with it too, Jim.
Immune to receiving.
Anything.
Right.
Anything.
Gotcha.
Hey, I
So
love it when I need
the rest of us cop
Yes.
it, and when we cop it, he
Yeah.
piles on with the sort of
gotcha.
glee,
Yeah.
the sort of glee that's rarely seen.
And Byrne, the problem I think you're about to have in the next few moments is
Okay.
the fact that you've been going Jim hard on the Nuffy of the week in the
Yeah,
past
I know.
months, and he's now come
Yes.
It was
against
always
you.
coming back at you.
Got some more too.
So
Got
I
some more
get
to
I get a whisper out of Adelaide.
What do you get?
I get a whisper out of Adelaide
What do you get?
that Bernard had headed up to the Riverland
Oh.
to speak at the BNF of Riverland Footy. Apparently, it's called the Willis Medal.
Willis medal, yes.
I'd never heard of it.
So it's a Brownlow Medal of the Riverland.
Brownlow Medal of the Riverland.
Wow.
So
Did
they're big
Rockcliffe
no-
go with him too?
Don't
Because
know.
those two drag a lot
Like
of
a
people.
local favourite son or Burn or just
No,
a
because
mercenary?
he's not even from the Riverland.
No.
He's
He's
not
not
from
mercenary
there.
heading up.
He's the complete other
Yeah,
direction.
gotcha.
Just a big name.
They wanted a name to speak at the Willis Medal.
I thought they'll get the English cricketer, Vince.
They landed Bernard Vince.
Good one, Bill.
That's not that good, Bill.
He gets up there. This is my mail. He gets up there for a good 45 to 50 minutes
No.
and spends that whole time speaking about himself.
No. Bernie.
So I had a bloke in the room who just
Yeah.
contacted me and said, it's
Did ya?
the worst I've ever heard. And he said, we don't get great speakers up here. As a rule, we might get Wayne Wiedemann, we might get Rodney Maynard. We don't get the greats.
Rodney May.
We don't get the greats up here.
Eddie Hocking.
So he said, I've heard speaking badly, but he said this was rolled gold. This bloke got up, spoke about himself, and didn't stop until he got back down.
So we're talking Q&A or
Yeah.
keynotes?
I don't
or
know.
What do we
Keynote
got?
we're hearing.
I think he just brushed.
Got up and read his own bio.
What do you go with, Bert? How do you get him going
Nah,
early?
well, it was a Q&A, Rui, to be honest, and they wanted to know a lot about my background. So, but Jim, I was just answering questions. I'm not sure what
My
direction you wanted me to
mail-
take.
Well, you got to
My
be
mail was
entertaining.
No, I was, Bill. And
Let
you
it
were
be.
actually, Bill, I read through the past speakers at that function, and you've spoken there. You didn't ring any bells?
Not at all.
The Willis Medal?
No.
Bill Brownless was on there.
Well, like I said, they're used to hearing bad speakers. So, the other thing I heard, Rui, was the Q&A bloke who'd done a lot of prep and had all his questions lined up, got about halfway through the second one, and Burns just giving it. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore, champ.
Let me have it.
I'll just run with my own stuff. Anyway, if you don't think, if you're listening and think I'm laying mayo on this, there's a
Which
podcast.
you can sometimes do,
I
Jim.
can, and I'm happy to have
fact,
that
regularly.
accused. But there's a podcast up there called Kick-Ons, and a bloke called Tom
Highly rating.
was in the room, and this was Tom's review of Burns' work.
Started with the special guest speaker and Bernie Vince. Here we go. So I started with Bernie Vince, funny fella. Bernie Vince was talking for a bit. Bernie Vince, he's still talking. Still talking. Okay, shut up now. Bernie, everyone's asleep. So he obviously he chatted a fair while about just about from the day he was born, I think, all the way up to now. So we were all well filled in on Bernie's life.
Well filled in.
Hey, fair call. Fair call. But
So-
he was asking me those questions, Jim. I was just answering them and saving him a lot of time.
But if you've got decent stage craft,
Yes.
you realise quickly your question is not up to speed,
And
you just take it your own way.
You put in your own little...
You just work your own stuff
Exactly,
in, but you didn't. You were happy for him to keep asking you questions
Really?
about Stansfield or whatever the hell the joint's called.
Stansfield.
Stansbury. How many times are you going to get that wrong? It's disrespectful for the 500 people that live there, Jim.
and the scoreboard.
And so when you send the invoice in, Bern, what you like when you receive that sort of feedback, are you prepared to sort of offer a 20% discount on the invoice? Or
In fact, after hearing that, I'm thinking about upping the invoice because very, very comfortable about talking about myself. So, and you know what I learnt off? You boys. You taught me that craft.
But
so-
when we do it, it's entertaining. And clearly, when you do it, according to Tommy from the Kick-Ons,
Kick-Ons.
The Kick-Ons. And how's that rating?
he's gone the poor local boys that are
on,
trying to
Tommy.
get ahead.
Tommy's just doing
Give
a good
us a
job.
call,
He's just telling it
Tommy.
how it is, Burn.
Yeah, well, call in. I want to speak to you.
Oh.
Nah, very good feedback, Jim, apart from Tommy, obviously.
So an invoice, you reckon? I thought
I
it'd
don't know
come
how
out
to-
of the raffle.
No, I didn't know.
Cash.
Oh, is that
Or
what
an
yours?
Yeah,
Come out
an
of the-
envelope.
So speaking of which, when we're talking, because this time of year is about speaking publicly, my mail is that the
Oh,
Sunday
geez, you get
Footy
a lot
Show,
of mail.
I get good mail.
Yeah.
Sunday Footy Show, Damo, and you can pick this up. My understanding is that they actually put Bill on the map. He was unemployable until they came along.
There's three things that are synonymous with
26 years,
Bill's public profile. Wouldn't you have thought, Roo? Geelong Footy Club being one
Yeah,
of them.
but if I was as like a young guy growing up watching
Which
the
you
game
were,
and
and
you know,
Tassie
coming
there.
into
Yep.
the media and stuff,
and
you would
your
have said,
family.
well, Bill Brownless, Geelong,
Yep.
Geelong,
Star.
player,
Participant.
player.
Didn't even play 200, by the way, Roo, but yeah, player.
Gary Senior's foil. I would say a Triple M.
Yep.
You know, he's a participant.
Hey,
Triple
right.
M,
Jim on
yeah,
the
he's
rest.
Jim's sidekick.
Okay.
And I would also say Channel 9, so much so that Channel 9 is probably the big one.
Yep.
Because when I first came into the game and starting to do a bit of media, and
That's what put him on the map.
well, you'd had conversations with people like the great Shane Warne and say, well, because he was a big Channel 9 man, well, hey, if I want to get into the media, what do I need to do? And Warne would say, well, you know, you look at the big figures, the big personality in cricket. It's me. In rugby, you know, it's Ray Warren, Siren, and now,
And
in
footy.
footy, it's Bill Brownless.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
Big
thought.
At Channel 9, that's
Well,
what
at
it
least
was.
the connection with
Really?
Channel 9.
It's
You're
Anyway.
going over. You're a bit over too much mayo.
Too much.
I asked you to word that up, Roo. Yeah. Don't go there. Anyway, what have you heard, Jim?
Well, so I hear that there's a big Thursday night special.
Oh, really? Right, can you believe what the shit he just went with?
You've already been cautioned about your
Oh,
language.
yes. And
Now-
you call it the quiz last week.
My understanding, Damo, Thursday night there's a big Sunday football show special.
Yes, and it's all revolving around the My Room charity.
My Room
For
charity,
kids.
the grand final. It's a big
and
show.
we've been doing it forever.
Yeah,
and Bill, until this year, had been a key part of it
course,
because
'cause
he's then
he's
given us the boot. and-
fabric of the show.
the show, yeah.
So, is it true that they've asked Bill to be a part of Thursday night's show
That is true.
and he's declined
That is also true.
because he's doing a cashy?
Correct.
So that is
Ew.
you're putting your own cash over kids that are unwell.
No,
Yes.
I've been
good
doing this
call.
for a long time on
have.
Thursday night.
Yes.
But in the diary at the start of the year, there was just one commitment I had to do. And you wouldn't believe it. I turn over the page because I have a weekly diary. I turn it over.
Yeah.
bang Thursday
Cashy.
night. It's been there for the whole year.
The Cashies been there.
What is it, Bill?
I think it's I don't know if it's a cashy even. I don't know what it is.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
a Cashy with Rombo. I've cross-referenced it.
I guarantee
I
it's
think
a cashy.
Yeah,
John's
100%.
involved.
John Rombotis is involved in a Cashy that he's choosing to do over the My Room.
So that's a despicable piece of behaviour anyway, just forgetting your heritage and taking cash over a really worthy cause.
Whereas Rui said, put him on the map.
For a network that you made.
That's
Right,
it. But then,
Mr. Football.
this
Brownless.
is where it gets. This is where you peel the layers back of a considerably fat old onion, and you get to understand what you're dealing with. He then turns to you and he goes, "I've got an idea.
Did you hear this?
If
Please say this.
Geelong win the grand final,
Jim.
I'll be a part of Sunday show. I'll be down there amongst the boys.
I would not say that. You cannot say
You
that.
said
Yeah,
Channel
2 minutes to
7 here
12.
20 minutes ago. What do you mean you wouldn't
Geelong
offer
have got to
yourself
win,
up?
and I'm not putting the horse in front of the cart, but I wouldn't do that.
No, you did.
No, I heard you say it.
It's Rose.
You said if you want somebody in Geelong, I'm happy to do
You
that.
said
I
to me,
could be in Geelong next
ask
Sunday.
Luca tomorrow morning at the meeting if he wants to be involved.
I'm taking that back. I'm resending that.
No, I wouldn't mind it,
I'm
actually.
resending it.
So you-
Resending.
You are
Rescinding, maybe.
Racing.com, can you come on and chat about the cat? Oh.
you are a media hoe. That's what you are.
No,
You're just a hoe.
no, I'm happy to help out people
Oh, yeah.
where I can, Jim.
So if Rombo's able to find a suitable replacement for Thursday night, you'll be happy.
We better go to a break, Rose. I think we're going to go to
Rui's free Thursday night.
I will step in for you, Bill. On Thursday, I'll take your cashy so you can do the right thing by charity for the network. For the network,
It's up to James to go to a
Put you
break.
on the map.
Look at him. Bill, did you just say you were not going to put the horse in front of the cart?
That's what you do, Dick.
Yeah, that's what you're meant to do.
Yeah, that's how
But
you
what's
get
the
the car
saying?
around.
Yeah, so the saying is...
You haven't heard, not familiar with that saying?
No, I have, but
No.
isn't it the other way around if you get it wrong?
Oh, yeah, you
my
put the
God.
cart in front of the horse, do you?
Yeah, well, that's when you're getting it wrong.
That's enough. Let's go to a break, Rui. I'll have a chat to you, Damien. You're in trouble. I'm trying to help you out in the Sunday
They
footy
heard
show.
you say it. You said it in the studio.
Hey, Bill,
Just
Tommy
check
wants
my
me to
diary.
do the cashy.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy's just
Put him to
text.
sleep.
I'll do it.
Put him to sleep.
Joel
I'd like you to
Selwood,
be on Sunday too if you're still up for it.
Just
Nuff
check the
Nuff
diary.
quiz.
Thursday free. Thursday night.
Funny, that you got the whole week free. What does
all
that
good.
say?
Oh, hang on. He's getting
But I'm
personal.
not a media hoe like you.
exactly right.
Mr.
Hardjacker
Football.
workwear, by the way, new breed of Aussie legends, toughness in their DNA. McDonald's, Ream Hot Water, we're off to a flyer.
DJ Brownless.
I told you, homeboy.
Could have given it a bit.
Enough.
Yeah, that's how we living, and you know.
Unprecedented.
That's what you call a nuff nuff.
Break it down.
Started wandering into areas you shouldn't lately, Bernard.
Yes,
And,
your areas.
And you're doing it in Adelaide, I've noticed.
Yes. Well, that's the only time I do
It
it.
wouldn't be live, any of this behaviour, Rui. It's only when he goes into the bunker.
I've enjoyed it, Burn, the attacks on
Exactly.
Jim in the last month. It's been really good because he gets those narrow eyes when he doesn't like it, and he's had a lot of narrow eyes.
Cowardly.
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 Good
Oh.
word.
Cowardly.
Cowardly is a good
Real
word.
sort of satellite operator.
Nah,
Just-
keep it up, Burn.
Damo's one of those blokes that calls you after the show privately. It's,
Hey, listen, wind up that.
I haven't had to, but I will.
Hey, well, it's getting to the pointy end of Nuff, and the Nuff Commission's got together, and we've put a few things together. It's been a big week of trophy craft too. We've got a trophy now; it's still getting built. I'll release this at the right stage, but I just want to know, it's you think of the big trophies that we know. The Vince Lombardi Trophy. Do we know that one? The big one.
The Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Stanley Cup. The claret
that's a
jug's
big
not
trophy,
quite
that
as
one.
big, but it's everyone knows
You
it. So
should call
that's
it
what we're
Vince.
talking.
You
America's
should call
Cup.
it Vince Lombardi.
What, the Nuff Cup?
Yeah.
Why would you go with that?
Why would you go Lombardi?
But Vince is obviously good.
Oh, because they've got the same name, Bill. I see what you've done. How clever is that?
Did you get it?
Oh, shut up, Helmet.
How clever is
That's
that?
an old Helmet over here.
Bernie Vince Lombardi.
Shut up, Helmet.
Yeah, good idea, Bill.
You know what Rui just told me? We let us say this,
He
Rui.
can
Bill's,
say it's in my
Bill's
book.
gone with a live nuff. Yeah.
You know what Rui said during the ad break?
What did he
We're
say,
talking about
Bill?
names that. He goes, you know what Dad wanted to call, because a good German family.
Yeah.
His dad wanted to call Nick Helmet.
Helmet. Helmut.
The horse Jim likes.
Because he likes helmets.
Bloody
Jim's
nuts.
favourite horse.
Favourite horse.
Hey, so we've come up with some categories today. So we're going to have a winner of each category.
righto.
But before we get there, now I left this man out last week because he was making his debut with us.
Oh, here we
But
go.
I can't
One hook,
leave
please.
him out again. Jeez, I heard a live read, Jim. Now
Read,
going there. No, well, I'm over in Adelaide, and it's going to take him at least an hour to get here on a flight. So let's play it, Hose.
All-day battery life to and fast charge, which unleashes your full creativity. Sorry. Fast charge, which unleashes your full creativity. So expands your creativity. I'll tell you what. You try doing a live read with this peanut, waving his arms.
Yeah.
This very ample onion we've got been peeling layers back from all day over here.
Yeah.
And this is
I need
where
hazard pay.
But Rui, this is where I'm questioning old studios.
Yes, good.
That used to be off
limits.
If
Is that
it
right?
was a pre-recorded ad, it was off limits.
And have you
well.
told Rui actually what's happened
What do you mean?
with the ad?
What's gone live?
No, they pulled it.
No, they didn't.
Have they? Well,
Bill.
Hey, if
they
IGA is
haven't.
still running theirs, I reckon we're all safe.
You're well said.
That's a
Jim,
very
it's
good.
also your theory too that when people walk into this studio, they can be the most articulate,
Yeah.
well-spoken people, like Nick Greenwood was until last week.
That's it.
And now he can't talk.
No, Bill
because of
drags
Bill.
him down to his level. Exactly.
That's
I
right. You
used
don't
to be able
rise,
to
you
talk.
sink to the level you're surrounded by.
So I need to get through the categories.
Right.
There's 5 categories. Strange noises and stumbles is the first one. Awkward moments, worst credit reads, butchering phrases, and that's not my name. So
Here we go.
let's get to the first category.
Strange noises.
Strange noises and stumbles.
Yes.
Nomination 1, Jason Dunstall.
Hasn't always gone as smoothly as they'd like, but oh, that's sneeze.
we love
Very
it on the
aggressive sneeze.
Uncovered
Nomination
too, the sneeze was. Went
number
everywhere.
2, Tim Watson.
And Chris Fagan might be a little bit concerned too at how easily the ball is being rebounded from their F50.
Nomination number 3, Brian Taylor.
Jittery start by the Cats, I reckon.
Yeah, tighten up. I asked that question before the game, DT. You had a bit of a laugh at me.
He just hits out of a tight one.
I got warned about this one, but nomination number 4, Jordan Lewis.
Well, yeah, he said that he's at home with. He's just had a baby boy, Rocky, and
Rocky.
yeah.
Oh, that's a first. No one's actually gone with the name yet, but there you go. You've just broken the story for everybody.
That might be the wrong grab. I'm
I
very
think we got the
sorry.
wrong one.
Oh, and here we are.
That's okay. We can move on, Hose. Or you got it?
No.
We've got another category.
Okay. Yeah, another category. Now
Wrong
we'll move
button.
on. Nomination number 5, Ross Lyon.
Ah, Rossi!
We need to hear that again. It's too
That
good.
again. What is that? That was a sneeze.
3 noises.
A bird, a fart.
That's a triple threat.
What the hell?
Well, he doesn't know there's a cough button still. But the winner of Strange Noises and Stumbles is Andrew Embley.
West Coast at the moment are going through unprecedented times.
Thought you weren't playing it again.
Today, Junior.
Is he coming over to grand final? week?
Yep, he normally does. He normally makes it his own grand final.
Another
week.
one after.
And he's gonna get you, Bernie.
Gonna get you. Hey, I'll get to that in a minute too. Next category, awkward moments.
Yes.
Nomination number 1, Tony Jones.
You played under Yabby?
No. But Yabby was great around the club. He always come down to say good day, and he was very generous in saying that he wish we did get to work together. But no, never.
How
I was
many
Ken
years
Judge.
did you miss him by, Yabby? About
15.
Good question.
Picking over the carcass, Lord.
Yeah,
over.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
His eyes lit up as soon as he said it, Potter.
Nomination number 2, Nath Brown.
Tex, the development across the board, I think, this year for your players has been good. You're not relying on one player to get 40 or one player to kick 8. I mean, guys like Schoenberg, Scholl, they keep stepping up. Obviously, Himmelberg in the forward half. So you're getting performances from pretty much everybody without anybody being amazingly outstanding.
Yeah, Shelby was pretty good on the weekend, wasn't he, Brownie?
He certainly was. Yeah, I like the way he's sharp, kicked a couple, uses the ball well.
He didn't play.
Oh, sorry, mate. I'm looking back.
Didn't he just wind him in beautifully?
He reeled him in.
Saw him coming. Hey, nomination number 3, again, Nath Brown.
And Brisbane will take on Richmond up at the Gabba in the other elimination final, Brownie.
Nice work, Ash. Very good work.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad, too. Nice work. But the winner of the Awkward Moments category is... Well, it's Nath Brown and his team from the Friday Huddle.
Now it's time to have a chat to Jared Timms from our sponsor at Ned's. How are you, big horse?
G'day, guys. I'm really, really excited. Damo, you've broken a big one.
Yes, Jared?
Good. Very excited for you.
Thank you, mate.
That's awful.
That is the awkward moment of the year.
That's awful.
Damo, give him something.
I copped it for about 35 minutes at that point of that particular show that night, Bert, and I didn't mean that to come out that way against Timsy, but it did.
It did, yeah.
So, Bernard, we need to... None of your fault this is.
Yes,
we need to take a break.
The
categories...
You've broken me.
The category... How many more categories we got?
We got 3 more.
3 more.
So
A little break here with you, Bernard, and back to finish off the categories of Nuff Nuff.
Hey, moving on to the next category, Hose. Worst credit reads. Now, there's some bad ones here. First nomination, Barry Denner.
Triple M Pepper Jack wine scoreboard. And crack open a wine with a character to match. Pepper Jack. When character counts, and then, of course, you've got to be 18 and only, and plus to drink it, and drink responsibly.
Absolutely nailed that, Baz.
I don't think you got any of that right. Nomination number 2, Nath Brown.
Time for Triple M Red Z Lending Stat.
Come on, Nath.
Slow down, Brady. Yeah. Slow down.
This is your former business partner, by the way.
Yeah.
He's featured in every category.
Junior
business
Fang.
partner.
You ever noticed his little tooth?
Yeah.
Have a look. Next time he smiles,
Which one?
He's got a baby tooth in a fully grown man's mouth.
That's
check it out
right.
next time. Junior
Come
Fang.
on, no.
Got little short arms too.
Yeah.
Might need another category. Short arms and baby teeth.
Baby
Long
teeth.
pockets.
Just
In
one
big
little
cars. Long pockets.
Yes.
Nomination number 3, again, baby teeth.
Bob G, teammates look after you by 3, get 1 free, plus is to cash back on top tyre brands, 13, 26, 25, or online today, bobj.com.
What is he doing?
It's always on a Sunday, Jim. It's always on a Sunday.
But the winner of Worst Credit Reads category is, and it's to do with the quiz, it's Bill Brownless.
Here we are.
The IGA liquor voucher, $250, of course.
And what do they say?
And they say, Jim,
It's up to you. It's your quiz.
get in there for the best deals in town.
Oh, my God.
$250 voucher at IGA where a good drop, Jim.
Good food deserves a great drop.
Where a good drop, what? Where you get a good drop.
$250 voucher from IGA Liquor.
Good food tastes better when you have a good drop. Every food needs a good drink. Let's go. IGA voucher for $250 today. I bought. Welcome back, IGA Liquor. Thank you very much. $150.
$250.
$250.
Well, it
You were
was.
gonna
It was
take
200.
Every week.
And $150 IGA Liquor voucher where good food deserves a great drop.
Isn't it $250?
$150 IGA Liquor voucher, $250. Yum, yum, yum. Of course, the other wording with that, Jim, IGA.
It's on your sheet.
You've got it, haven't you?
Yeah.
I haven't got it there.
Off the wood?
Off the wood tastes nothing better than at IGA, $250. Thank you very much. Where the best frothies are on tap. $250 voucher, IGA, thank you very much. Where good people go and have a frothy. IGA, a very happy Saturday.
That's
footy,
Footy, yeah. And you're not happy because you keep getting the credit line wrong.
Just have a drink with your mates in the shop.
I don't think he's ever got that right, Jim.
Not once.
That's the whole year's quiz.
Once.
Hey, on to our next category.
Yes.
Butchering phrases. Now, Bill, be ready.
Cart before the horse.
First nomination, Xavier Ellis.
will they be able to stand up to the pressure and lift and carry the side like we've seen Brayshaw Fife Money do 1,000 times? I'm not so sore. I'm not so sore.
Nomination number 2, Ethan Meldrum.
Oh.
Yeah, Red Z Lending stats, 3 centre clearances to Nip secured his weight.
Nip.
Come on, Heath. Come on, Huey.
Nomination number 3, Nick Dalsano.
We can't compare apples with apples.
Well, you actually can.
You can. I think you can.
Normally you're not comparing, but anyway.
Nomination number 4, Bill Brownless.
Did you see your former president, old Flog here, getting some merchandise from the club?
That's the best recovery of the year.
His recovery is exceptional, but the winner of Butchering Phrases is Jay-Z Clark. Now, there's a number of examples here. Let's start with this one.
Brave effort from Jackie Gunston, just did his fitness test in front of me along the boundary line and told the doctor, I want to get back out there, give me a go. So he's going to try and get back out there.
Just had his plums just grabbed at the same time. And then, well, he went down this path hose.
Ross, it's almost the biggest one we've had all year.
That was sort of never been heard stuff. Never been heard stuff before.
Never been heard.
Never been heard.
Well,
Never
Ross
been
just-
heard stuff.
Ross just back it over.
Yeah. He loves doing that, Ross.
Don't worry.
And then, the water under the bridge.
There's a bit of water to play out under the bridge.
And then this is one of my favourites.
Well, I mean, he would be a man in demand. Man in demand.
Is he thinking about the big man?
No.
Man.
Sydney
Come on,
footy
man.
show.
The man.
The big man.
He had 3 goes at it and he still didn't get there. Bit like Bill and his line. Hey, another category. It's the final category. That's
thank
not
God.
my name. First nomination, Luke Darcy.
Baldwin came out. He's had a great afternoon, Alec Baldwin.
didn't know he played AFL. But I like it. Nomination number 2, Ash Chua.
Half-time, Giants by 59 points over the Crows.
Going after this, Ash.
Melbourne versus Hawthorn at the BT.
And now, you need to listen to this one because we can all butcher names, but we rarely call ourselves wrong. Now, this is nomination number 3, again, Ash Chua.
Chew-man's here for Red Z. Hello, Chewy.
Evening, Chew.
Good evening to himself.
Have you ever eveninged yourself, Bill?
No.
No. Well,
Sorry, I
thought
wasn't watching. It was a dead heat at Caulfield.
Do you mean you weren't listening?
Yeah.
You were watching.
that's it.
You were
That's
watching.
it.
Nomination number 4,
Bill?
James Brayshaw.
Hang on, we got Bill first, don't we?
Oh, sorry, Bill. I skipped him.
So he's that nervous about
Yeah,
this.
so
Yeah,
he
he
should
stumbled.
be.
He's nervous.
Yes,
He's
so
anxious.
he should be.
Hold fast.
Yes.
Anyway, Jing.
Oh my God! What has happened to him?
He's rattled.
Jing.
It's a week out of the...
Brandon me Jing. Yeah. And
You
now
get that-
that's all I get called.
No, yeah,
People
get
in the
that-
street, they give it the Jing.
What do you got
I
next?
can't take it out. Nomination number 4,
Yes.
James Brayshaw.
Yes.
I know where we're going.
Yes. Where are we going?
To a break because you chatted to Sheck Eel. Shaquille O'Neal. Oh no. Well, it's because Bill called him Quail.
Shaq.
No, you didn't.
Quail.
S-I-T, Quail.
It's not hard to say.
Quail.
It's
Yeah,
how
that's
you
what he
say
called him.
use, though, that gets me. Use.
Yes, I know. It wasn't
Yeah,
a
nice
great
to meet you,
sentence.
James.
Wasn't a
Just
great
bang
sentence,
over
that
and
one.
coming.
No.
But the winner of That's Not My Name category is... Oh, no. Oh, no. It's James Brayshaw.
Oh,
yes!
Love it, Ned. Love it, Jared. We are going to a break.
Two of them.
That's my favourite. The little
Oh, my
Jared.
God. Bernard.
Sorry,
No, I love
sorry. I
Don't
couldn't
say
take him
sorry.
out.
Telling
Hey,
you
don't
say
right
sorry,
now,
mate.
that
Do it
you're
with
on
conviction.
very, very thin ice.
So there's a big prelim final on Thursday. It'll go up on Triple M Footy Instagram. Vote Friday grand final, and it'll be announced with the great trophy hose. Lift the trophy up. This is the trophy. I'm covering it. Have a look at it. Take it. Oh.
Who's on
Bill's
top?
stupid head on
That's
it.
your head, Bill.
That's
And
a
a bronze.
trophy. Bill Brownless,
so
Nuff
good.
of the Year.
That's
Bill,
look at
you won
that.
it last year. You're the inaugural winner. So
terrible.
now
It
it
looks
is
like you, Bill.
named after you.
It is him.
It is. That's Bill.
It's
It is.
a
That is-
3D rendered Bill head on top of a trophy that we got from the op shop.
tell you what.
Super glued.
Imagine
together.
Mini Bill.
had that in the bedroom and you
Oh, yeah.
Oh, probably
the
not.
doll woke up.
Juzzy.
Probably not, Bill.
That's what Juzzy looks at every morning, and she gives it the what the hell?
Nightmare
Bill
stuff.
Brownless versus Ash
Oh,
Chewer in the
helmet.
prelim, and Nath Brown versus
All right.
Jay-Z Clark.
I
So that's
like it.
Thursday.
Well done, Bernard. That's very good.